Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry to get a little bit of a late start, but we have a nice crowd here today. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Carolina Garcia. I'm the founder and executive director of Legal Art. For those of you who don't know Legal Art, we're a local nonprofit organization, and we try to empower the visual art community with legal and professional aid. We do this through three main programs. Today's program is part of a monthly series called SeminArt, and the majority of the seminars are aimed at educating artists about issues that they really need to professionalize their careers, from legal things to financial planning, all kinds of topics. But every so often we do a seminar for the public to help educate the public in ways that they can then in turn help stimulate the growth of the art community here as well. So this is the third annual installment of How to Art Fair. And our other programs are Legal Link, which is a legal aid program for artists, and then our grants program. So this year we're very proud and happy to be offering the third year of How to Art Fair in partnership with the Mayor's Office of Film and Cultural Affairs, which is an office headed by the wonderful Robert Parente and his partner, Catherine Sinoho over there. The two of them are instrumental in bringing these fairs to Miami every year, and in doing so many other of the programs and behind-the-scenes action that I think many of us don't realize happens in making all of these big events and TV shows and everything else that happens up in Miami. So we're very grateful to them for their ongoing support of this program and of the fairs and helping our Basel come each year. I wanted to thank our panel so much for coming this year. We've had a lot of support in the past from the panelists coming down from New York and from other cities and taking the time to come down and share their viewpoints and ideas and information about each one of their fairs. This year our moderator is Bonnie Clearwater, director and curator from MoCA. I'm sure many of you know her and know the museum. For those of you who don't, you should get up there. The show that's up right now is really amazing, Dark Continent, so you should check that out. So we also have today a raffle, and if you haven't gotten a little yellow raffle ticket, Catherine over there has them in her hand, and the reason we're raffling at the end is for tickets to each of the fairs, a pair of tickets for free entrance to the fairs. So stick around, 5:30 at the end of the program, thereabouts, we will promptly call the winning tickets, so stick around for those. And following the program, we have a reception that's going to be catered by UVA 69, and I wanted to thank them and also Grolsch and DACRA for providing the space. Each year they've been very generous with space. So without further ado, I will pass it on to Robert. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thanks, Carolyn. You can give that story down. Let me tell you, if I was in the private sector, Catherine would be my partner. Since we're in the public sector, she's the assistant director of the department, not my partner. Let's get that straight. And it's Catherine Sinoha, and behind her is Hamil, because I was new to our department. You can't miss Hamil because you can see him coming about a mile away. Did I lose you? No? Thank you for coming. That's the first thing I want to say. It's really great that you guys came out here for this. Our signs in the back with the Mayor's Office of Film and Cultural Affairs for the City of Miami. And what we celebrate is Miami Art Week, featuring Art Basel Miami. Because, I had a guy last year, maybe 2 years ago, we're starting to blend together, who said, man, that Art Basel was really great, I went to it. Do you have anything to do with that? And I said, well, yeah, in a manner of speaking. I said, that's on the beach. And he goes, no, I went to Art Basel, it was great. It was in Wynwood. And I said, well, did you go to the beach? And he goes, no, I never made it to the beach. And they didn't have the heart to tell him that he actually didn't go to Art Basel, because Art Basel is this very specific show in Miami Beach, which is wonderful, and it's the Golden Goose as I see it, and all the rest is satellite, with an absolutely wonderful, incredible satellite thing that we're having. When you walk outside, you don't have to turn around now, but you'll be seeing what looks like a brand new building. That's a temporary structure that's being built to house Alexander's show called Design Miami, and all the other fairs have their stuff going on in different parts. Let me do it real quick. You're going to introduce yourselves, but real quickly, we have Virginia Miller with the esteemed gallery, Coral Gables, Virginia Miller. But she's here today representing Bridge. Heather Huggs is with us from NADA, which does not mean nothing. Miami does, Heather. New Art Dealers Alliance, I believe. And I'm going to screw this up a lot because I associate you with that other show, but you're with Red Dot. Correct. I got it right. Alexandra, I introduced just a second ago, she's with Design Miami, and estimable Bonnie Clearwater from Mocha, and we're proud to say Mocha at the Golden Warehouse. You're right here. So thank you for coming. Is there any housekeeping to do? What sponsors? Rolsch, we want to thank Rolsch. We want to thank, who else? We want to thank Carrie Cozio from AB Concepts for helping us out. And I'm sure we'll think of somebody else something at the time. And I'll go back to my partner.
Hi, one quick thing. Red Dot, Alana was nice enough to bring passes for everybody here today. So there's 5-day passes in this pile. Everyone, please take one. I'm just going to hand out the pile. So take one and enjoy. And thank you so much for bringing them.
Well, good afternoon. Can everybody hear all right? We're getting a big echo back here. You got it. Okay. You can hear? Okay, it's just us. We can't hear. So if we look disconnected in our conversations because we can't hear each other. I'm delighted to see so many people turn out for this. Art Basel started in 2001, although that was the year that Art Basel didn't really start because it had to be canceled at the last minute. But it also sort of set the tone for what Art Basel became, because even though the fair didn't come, everybody still came to Miami. And the institutions in Miami went on with the show. We opened our Roy Lichtenstein exhibition, which became a major event. VIPs from all over the world came, the collectors, the institutions, the galleries, the artists, all went out and did the programs they had scheduled and hosted all the visitors. And the word came back that Miami is an amazing place to visit and the great art. And they all came back en masse the following year for the official start of Art Basel. Obviously, there was an art scene in Miami before Basel. One of the reasons that Basel came was because there was already a strong art scene. Certainly Virginia knows that as being one of the longest continuous running galleries here in Miami. So the situation was already set. We had great artists, some of the most revered collections not only in the country but in the world were based here, and the institutions, the museums were certainly doing a very important role in attracting the art world even prior to Art Basel. At MoCA, we right away recognized the importance of having Art Basel. In fact, we started a program similar to this because we announced that Art Basel was coming and everyone was like, wow, Art Basel is coming. And then people would pull me aside and say, what's an Art Basel? So we started a program called Art Basel Preparedness, obviously a reference to our hurricane preparedness, as a way of introducing our patrons to our young professionals to what Art Basel was, how to navigate it, what to expect, and how to participate. Obviously, it's no longer Basel, and even I need a scorecard to keep track of everything that's going on, and I just had my shoes re-heeled, so I'm ready to run, although I think I'm going to need roller skates this year. MoCA itself has so many events during that week that we don't refer to it as Basel Week, it's MoCA Week. And as always, we are the kickoff party December 2nd, that evening with, this year, we always were traditionally we were the Art in America interview party. Well, now we're the Vanity Fair